You've been chasing carrots, right? Goals, dreams, the next milestone, promotion, relationship, money, enlightenment. And chasing feels noble. It feels like forward motion. But here's the thing. The donkey never gets the carrot. That's the whole trick. The more you chase, the more you reinforce the state of lack. You run faster, sweat harder, tighten every muscle, and forget there's already a whole field of grass under your feet. That's the first mindfuck, because the nervous system, the real you, the biology that doesn't lie, literally calms the moment you stop gripping. Parasympathetic activation isn't philosophy. It's physiology. Dopamine spikes when you grasp for more. Cortisol floods when you stress over what if. But let go. What happens? Blood pressure drops. Muscles release. Your brain chemistry flows into balance. Nature rewards surrender because coherence is survival. You've already been doing it right now. You don't consciously tell your heart to beat. You don't micromanage digestion. You don't control the oxygen to carbon dioxide exchange. 99% of life, it's already surrendered to something larger than your ego. But that 1%, the stories you grip, the identity you cling to, the bullshit expectations you scream at, that's where all the suffering festers. And here's where it gets juicy. You think letting go is weakness. Wrong. Flow states. The peak performance every athlete, artist, scientist craves only shows up when you stop over-controlling. Neuroscience proves it. Dopamine, serotonin, norepinephrine, endorphins firing in harmony. The very chemicals of bliss and mastery, they only kick in when the tight-fisted ego shuts the fuck up. The sages knew it. Science confirmed it. Life is unfair, sure. If you zoom in too close, a pixel looks ugly. A single brushstroke looks chaotic, but zoom out, suddenly coherence, a masterpiece. If I let go, I'll lose control. No, you never had control. What you call control was just tension. Letting go isn't losing control. It's losing the illusion of control. What you gain is actual freedom. But people will judge me. Of course they will. They're prisoners too. Their judgments, they're just rattling chains in their own dark cell. Why the fuck would you listen to their screaming? Free yourself. And without words, you show them the key. So let me chunk this down. You're painting. Up close, it's messy. You spill paint, smudge the colours, it looks wrong. But step back, suddenly, the chaos is art. Every mistake, heartbreak, victory, brushstrokes in a painting already whole. And when you know the masterpiece is already finished, you stop stressing about the smudges. You stop micromanaging every drip. You trust the canvas. Now chunk it up. What does that mean for your life? Stress hormones no longer torch your insides. Health stabilizes. You stop projecting impossible shit on lovers, friends, kids. Relationships lighten. Energy no longer wasted in anxious loops. Creativity explodes. And what's left? Laughter, ease, youthfulness that lingers because your biology isn't stuck in war mode. If you don't integrate this, let's run that movie. You grip, you tighten. Every unmet expectation cuts you like betrayal. Every brushstroke looks wrong. You fight the paint until one day you look back at the whole canvas and realise you wasted your life screaming at colours that were never meant to be under your control. That's the karma of clinging. But if you take this in, now, today, fast forward 6 months, you're lighter. Your breath deeper. Friends look at you and say, you've changed. You seem free. How? And you'll laugh, shrug and say, turns out reality was already perfect. I just stopped fighting it. Fast forward 10 years, your body youthful, your mind sharp. Because you've figured out what billions never fucking figured out. Perfection doesn't need your permission. It's here, now. Always was. So notice this. Every time you stress, grip, panic, zoom out, see the whole masterpiece. Realize reality is one. It doesn't need your tension. It doesn't need your micromanagement. And the moment you see that, the tension collapses. You laugh because you remember. You're already free. Chasing goals means progress. No, it means chasing a carrot you'll never catch. Real progress is stepping off the treadmill and grazing in the field you're already standing in. Letting go is dangerous. No. Tension is what kills you. High blood pressure, chronic stress, burnout. Letting go heals. But if I surrender, I'll be judged. You're already judged. Always will be. The difference is, when you're free, their judgment no longer matters. But life is unfair. Zoom out. Fairness is too small a frame. Coherence is the truth. The masterpiece makes sense only from distance. So here's the fucking truth. If you grip, you suffer. If you surrender, you flow. It's that simple. Nature designed you that way. And the fear of letting go, that's the last illusion. The bogeyman made of smoke. Walk through it, and behind it is the life you've been starving for. So stop screaming at the paint. Step back, trust the masterpiece. Because whether you accept it or not, the brush strokes, they're already perfect. And when you finally get that, not just in your head, but in your bones, you'll laugh. Like a child who realizes the carrot was never needed in the first place. You're already free.